I'm Kristen. In addition to being a beauty YouTuber and blogger, I am also a huge football fan. I'm so excited about football season starting back up again. So I wanted to take today to go through a cute, fun game day look that would be great for fans, cheerleaders, dancers, and anybody else that just wants to show a little extra spirit. And I figured what better way to do this than to use my favorite football team, the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm going to go through this tutorial using the Chiefs colors, and if you wanted to use it for another team, you could just switch up the colors, but I'm not sure why you'd want to. Okay, let's get to it. So as you can see, I've already done all of my base makeup. If you're curious about how I do any of that or any of the products that I use, click the link in the description for my daily makeup tutorial, and that'll break all of that down for you so that I don't have to get into it here. And we'll just get straight to the game day look. So I am going to be using this James Charles palette for most of this look. I've already primed my eyes, used my Urban Decay primer potion, and then put some of my foundation over it so that it all matched. And we're going to start out with just the plain white color here. So I'm just taking this little brush here, dipping it in the white, and just going right below the brow. And I'm just going to do one of my eyes for you, and then I'll make the other one match. We're just highlighting that brow bone. I'm just going all the way down to the crease. It's just going to give something to blend our other colors with in a minute. So now I'm going to take this shimmery white color, kind of an ivory, and use that to add just a little bit of sparkle up by that brow bone to just really make it highlight, make it pop. And then we'll get to all the fun, colorful stuff. So now I'm going to take this crease brush here, great for blending, and I am going to start with a little bit of this kind of burnt orange color. It's not really the Chiefs color, but it's going to start out as just our way of blending from the brow bone down to where we're going to do the actual red on the eyelid. So we're going to take that and just go right here just above the crease and keep it fairly light. Just going to go all the way across there. And give it just a little bit of that cat eye shape on the end. And then I'm just going to blend that up into the white, make it real soft, and it's just going to give us smooth transitions, no hard lines in our look. Alright, so now I'm going to be switching to our bright red here, the actual Chiefs color. And to start out, I'm taking the same brush, and I'm just going to go in the actual crease now and blend it in kind of with that burnt orange color. So we're going to kind of get that gradient started. Okay. So now I'm taking that same red, and I'm going to take a little bit denser of a brush here, and we're going to start doing the corner of the eye and really packing those reds in to make it pop. We did it just a little bit lighter in the crease, and now we're going to really saturate it. I'm kind of completing that cat eye shape, and then later I'll go back with eyeliner and give that black line on the bottom. I'm going all the way up to where I did it in the crease, and then just doing a little bit of a blending motion to make them really mesh together well. As you can see, I'm purposefully leaving that part blank because that's where we're going to be putting in our yellow in a minute. So I'm just kind of blending the red that direction, and then we're going to be doing a half cut crease there. Alright, while we've got our red, I'm going to take this little brush here, and we're going to put just a little bit under our bottom lashes. I'm not going to go all the way across, just going about to the middle and fading it out. And it's just going to kind of connect that red to the top and give it a whole look all the way around the eye instead of just on top of it. So now I'm taking this Mary Kay Perfecting Concealer. This is in the shade Light Ivory. And we're going to make the base for our cut crease. We're putting just a little bit of that right in this inner corner. Does not take much. And then I'm just taking this flat little concealer brush, blending it out, making sure I get up to the crease, but don't cover all of our blending color from before because we want to make sure we can see that. And then we're just going to gently fade it out so that we don't have any lines under our look. Alright, so now you can see we've kind of got that pinky color a little bit. We're going to go ahead and cover that up. So I'm going to take just an eyeshadow brush now, and first I'm going back to that bright white that we first used. And I'm just going to lighten this up in here, give it kind of a good base for my yellow to be on. So now I'm going to use this brightest yellow in the palette. And we're just going to cover that spot there that we just cleared off and blend it slightly into the red, but we don't want to make too many areas of orange. So we're trying to make it continue to have that separation between the red and yellow, but give just enough of a little orange fade that it doesn't look super harsh where that line stops. So you can see still got red, still got yellow, and there's just barely any orange right there where we blended. Alright, so that's going to be it for the James Charles palette. And then I am going to take this Bare Minerals eyeshadow, and this is called Ambivalence. And it's just a nice gold mineral eyeshadow. And I'm just going to take a little bit of it on my finger. I don't like to use brushes for this because the oils from your skin actually help it to stick better. And we're just going to go right over that yellow, give it a little shimmer. It's going to help tone down the yellow a little bit, but also make it pop, if that makes sense. So we're adding shimmer to everything, but we're also kind of bridging that gap between the red and the yellow and giving it a little bit less contrast there. So now that we've got that, I'm going to take another Bare Minerals eyeshadow. This one is Queen Phyllis. It's just a nice little white sparkly eyeshadow there. And I'm going to take this little tiny eyeshadow brush, take just a little bit of that, and go on the inner corner of my eye to highlight my eyes, make them look bigger, and just really draw attention to the look we just did. We did all this work, we want people to see it, so we're going to make it nice and eye-catching. So there's the actual eyeshadow part of it. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the eyeliner. So I'm going to start out with my L'Oreal Paris Liner Intense. Alright, so this is just a liquid felt tip eyeliner, and we're just going to start with our line here, right at the bottom of where our red stopped. Bring it in. And then I go right up to my lash line because my lashes are very, very blonde. So I kind of cover the roots of those just a little bit. I'm going to switch over to my Maybelline Eye Studio. This is a gel eyeliner. You can see it looks like this. Used it a bunch. And just taking a little eyeliner brush, dip it in there like an inkwell. And then I'm going to give it the body of the cat eye. If you're wondering why I put my hand here, I kind of pull the skin tight so that it stays really flat and it doesn't want to move with the brush and create creases when I'm doing it. So you can always kind of put a little hand there to anchor it while you do your eyeliner. And then I like to go back to the liner Intense and touch up this little inner corner here where it gets so small. Just bridge that gap. So then I'm going to take my L'Oreal Paris Infallible. This is a eyeliner pencil and I use it just on the bottom just to make it have a little bit of darkness right in that corner. It just kind of completes our eyeliner look. And then just going to add some of this Maybelline Lash Sensation mascara. Just darken those lashes, make them look nice and thick. And there you have it. So now I'm going to complete the other eye, come back and show you that, and then we'll do our lipstick. Okay, so now I've completed the other side. Everything is matching. Got our red and yellow Chiefs colors, a little bit of sparkle, definitely eye-catching. And now we have to add our Chiefs red lipstick. I'm going to start with my Rimmel London Exaggerate lip liner. I'm just going to line the lips. I'm going to my natural lip line. And then one thing I hate is whenever I do this and then my lipstick comes off and there's just a line from my lip liner. So I normally like to draw lines like this. And then I'll blend it a little bit with my finger. And then it doesn't look perfect, but if some of my lipstick comes off, there's still a red base to it. So we're not just going to have a red line around my lips. So the next thing I'm going to use is my Maybelline Very Cherry lipstick. We're just going to do it all over. Alrighty, and then I like to add a little bit of depth to my lipstick and do a little bit of a contour type technique. So I'm going to take my James Charles palette again and go to this kind of dark shimmery like maroon brown color. And I'm going to take just a flat eyeshadow brush and take a little bit of that, and we're just going to go in the corners and darken my lipstick. So I think that makes it look a little bit more interesting, gives it some more depth. We don't have just like flat red. And then to accentuate that even more, I'm going to take a little bit of my L'Oreal Paris Infallible Le Gloss in the shade Red Fatale. And I take just a little bit of that, it's already got an applicator in here, and go right in the middle. And just kind of touch my lips together to blend it. And it just adds a little bit of a light catching gloss in the middle, so that now we've kind of got our highlight and our contour. It makes it look like this part of my lips is a little bit bigger than it naturally is, and kind of makes the corners recede a little bit so that we've got a nice curvature to all of it. So this is the game day look, nice and fun. Like I said earlier, if you wanted to use it for another sporting event or another team, if you're like a high school cheerleader that wants to put in your school's colors or anything like that, this would work with almost any color combination, so definitely try that. I would just recommend using the darker color on the outside and the lighter color on the inside. I hope this gives you some good inspiration for some team spirit next time you want to do something a little bit fun with your makeup for a game, school event, pep rally, anything like that. All the products that I use will be linked down in the description, as well as the video of how I did my full face of makeup, so feel free to check down there if you're interested in any of that. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Bye!